All right, so now we have a look at this. So we're back to our, and if you can even draw this on your piece of paper if it's going to make more sense to you. All right, so you'll get a question that looks like this. It'll say, oh no, what is going on here? Picture that 10 over here is the top of the building. Over here at 0 is your ground. And then over here you're going to the basement. So you're going -1, -2, -3. Okay, so you're in the basement. Right, picture that in your head. It really does help to work out your adding and subtracting. What I want to do, all right, over to a blank page so we can talk about this here. And something so that you can understand it, because sometimes people just think, I just don't get it, and this is important. If you're going to be adding, okay, so you're going to be adding a profit. Now, a profit is when you make money on something, okay? So if you bought something for $10 and you sell it for 20, you've made a profit, okay? So if you're adding a profit, you've got two pluses, adding a profit, and that gives you a plus. So a plus and a plus will equal a plus. Let's move this way. If you are decreasing your profit, so let's move this guy out the way. So if you are decreasing your profits, okay, excuse me. So you're decreasing your profit, right? What happens if you're decreasing your profit? Are you making money or aren't you? No, you're not making money. So it equals a negative. Okay. Let's see if we can move this over somewhere. Can I write here? Let's see if it'll let me write. Okay, cool. So then, if we are adding a loss, so we wanted to sell it for $20 and we only sold it for $9, okay, so it's a loss of money. So if we're adding a loss, do we end up with more money? No, we don't. We end up with a negative, okay? And the last example is if we decrease a loss, so our loss gets less than it used to be, so we're decreasing a loss, we're actually adding our money up. So basically what I want you to write down now for me, let's move that up, is, and please write this in your book, somewhere where you can refer to it, okay, because it's very important. A plus and a plus equals a plus. A plus and a minus equals a minus, a negative. A negative and a positive equals a negative. I'll move that up very slightly. And a negative equal a positive. Okay, you have to know that. All right, I want you to know that. Okay, so now that we've discussed that, let's go back, if we can, to our lift. Let's go and get a page. Okay, so we're going to start with a question like this one. And the question is negative, let me get my pen out, let's do a blue one. -4 plus, and then they put it in brackets. Now the only reason why they put it in brackets is because they don't want the two signs to touch. Now you've got to think about if you have a brother or sister, can't be too close to each other in the car, okay? And there's always arguments, all right? Because there's a plus and there's a plus. We can't have two signs together, okay? There's only one seat. There's only one place for it. Who's going to win? Who's the stronger one? So we know that in a plus and a plus situation, who wins? A plus wins. So what you do is you rewrite the sum. So you go -4 plus 11. So what you've done is you've sorted that argument out, okay? Then you have a look at it and you think, well, if I'm on -4, so if I'm on the basement on -4 and I go up because I'm adding, because you always, whenever you add, you're going up, the lift goes up. I'm adding 11. you are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're on 0. And then you're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you're going to land up on number 7. Okay, now I want you to follow that on your number line. Let's look at another one. If we go, let's move you up here. So if we go plus 2, now you don't have to put plus, you can just put 2 because we just assume that it is. Take positive 8. Right. Remember, there's only one seat in the car. Who is going to win in that argument? When you've got a negative and a positive, who wins? The negative wins. So you can go 2 take 8. And 2 take 8 will give you negative 6. All right? So let's do one more just so that you can be clear on that. If we've got negative 5 take positive 11, and the only reason why we're putting in the brackets is because they argue so much, there can only be one seat. Negative 5 take 11. So that means you're on negative 5. If you're taking, you have to go down another 11 places. You're actually going to land up on negative 16. So what's really important to know is when you are adding, you go up. When you are subtracting, you go down. Okay, also very important, I would recommend that you write that down as well. Just checking to see. That's it. That's all. So I want you to go ahead now and do the questions for me. Try your best. Okay, bye.